What's up guys, Nick True here, and today I have got a story for you. See, the first couple of weeks that Hannah and I got into the Airstream full time, they were absolutely horrible. I mean, we thought we weren't gonna make it as RVers. We were ready to throw in the towel after really just a few days, but even into the whole first month. I wanna share the story with you because most people on the internet are not sharing their real life. They're not sharing the nitty gritty muck that is reality. Playing the comparison game will choke any hope that you have of a bright future, and I'm sharing this story to remind you that it doesn't even make sense to begin with. Now, when we first started traveling, Hannah took a job as a travel physical therapist, and she was gonna start first thing on a Monday morning, and we ended up finally hitting the road on Saturday evening after putting some final touches on the Airstream. Now, our first stop was Aiken, South Carolina, and by the time that we were getting close, it was about 3 a.m. in the morning. So as you can imagine, we were tired, we were sleepy. I'm towing with the truck in the Airstream, Hannah's following behind me in her car, and things get off on a wrong foot. I was in a hurry to get there, I was tired, I was going too fast, and I ended up going over some railroad tracks that I didn't see on this back road. All of a sudden, I felt that Airstream just fly up in the air, and I heard I hit pretty hard. Now, what I didn't know is that I actually sent sparks flying out from under the Airstream, and Hannah's falling behind me, freaking out. Luckily for me, we had no cell phone service. What we ended up finding out was the place that we had booked for our first stay was a complete dead zone for cell phone service for like a 10-minute radius outside of that park. Hannah is frantically trying to call me on the phone, wanting to yell at me and ask me what in the world I was thinking and tell me to slow down, but all she got on the other line was no answer. Tensions are super high. We pull into the park, we have no cell service. We get set up after killing a couple of spiders that were on the water hose line. It was crazy. Now keep in mind, it is 3 a.m. in the morning. We get the pet set up, we finally get the Airstream set up, it's close to 4 now, go to bed pissed off at each other and knowing that we're gonna have to wake up tomorrow and find a whole new campground because this is not gonna work. And that is how the first night as a full-time Airstreamer started, and it gets a whole lot worse than that. So we woke up first thing Sunday morning and we went and dealt with the park rangers to let them know, like, hey, we can't stay here. The cell phone service thing is gonna kill us. We've gotta get out of the 2 weeks that we already booked. We ended up losing about $100 in cancellation fees, but it was what it was. We couldn't stay there, so we had to go find a new park. Imagine a big open field with a bunch of trailers and a whole bunch of anthills just sitting around. It was a fine place to be, but it certainly wasn't the Instagram picturesque hashtag van life that you see all over the place. Yeah? Oh, Hannah just walked by and wants me to reiterate the fact that it was a massive spider. It's the first night at 4 a.m. It about gave her a heart attack. But now at this time, it's afternoon, the cats have peed in their crates, so we gotta give them a bath. Then we gotta go get groceries and get set up for the week. But you know, to celebrate, to just kind of relieve ourselves, we decided let's go out and get dinner. Let's go get a nice seafood dinner and just kind of ease into our first week. We found a really cool looking seafood place right on the bay, had some great food, and then we went to Walmart to start getting some groceries. And that's when things took another negative turn. I ended up in the bathroom at Walmart for a little while, and then I came out and Hannah was still shopping, and then I had to go back. And then I came out, and then I had to go back. And this happened 3 or 4 times while we were at Walmart. I'll spare you the details, but suffice it to say that I got some pretty nasty food poisoning from that seafood joint. Now, luckily, we didn't think it affected Hannah since she seemed to be totally fine. We get back to the Airstream, totally exhausted, go to bed, and lo and behold, 2 a.m. rolls around, and what do you think happened? That's right, Hannah got food poisoning too. It just took a little while to take its toll. Mind you, she is starting her first day in just a couple of hours, and here she is in the bathroom having some major food poisoning issues. Now, I would like to say that that was the end of our horrible first week, but unfortunately, things were just getting started. Like you, we thought there was absolutely no way things could get worse, so at the end of Hannah's first day on Monday night, we decided to go out and just really try to enjoy ourselves and redeem something of this terrible weekend. We ended up having a great dinner. No, we didn't get food poisoning again, but we came home to find that the cats had decided to pee all over both beds. So we stripped both beds, we put everything into a trash bag, we remade the beds, and then we figured out a game plan for tomorrow. So on Tuesday, we went to the laundromat, went to Petco and got a couple of those zapping pads. I hate doing that. I don't like doing that to the cats, but we can't have them pee on the bed. We thought that that would work really well, but unfortunately on Wednesday morning, we woke up to cat pee on the couch. Had to strip the couches, put some stuff out, go back to the laundromat, wash all that stuff, and then get some more zap pads and then come back to the Airstream. Now we knew we were gonna have a hard time introducing our cats to a new area. Cats already have a hard enough time going to a new space, and when you introduce them to that new space that's pretty small with a dog that they may or may not like like all that much, I knew that tensions could be high. But we thought that we had a solution for this. We dealt with this during the renovation. Here, let me show you what I mean. See, we actually turned the outdoor storage compartment into a hideaway kitty space for the cats so that they could hide away from the dogs and have their own special place to eat and take care of their business. See, when you come in here, you can open this outdoor kitty compartment and you've got this whole area right in here. There they are. So they've got this whole little area to themselves, and we thought this was gonna be fine and give them their whole little space. Unfortunately though, that was not enough. We woke up Thursday morning to more pee on the couch. At this point, we go back to the laundromat, get more blankets. We don't know what to do. We're totally at a loss. At this point, we are beat down. We are exhausted. Hannah ended up having to work till 10 p.m. that Thursday night, trying to learn her new systems at work. It was not a fun week. We thought we caught the Airstream on fire. We got in at 4 a.m. We didn't have any cell service, had to find a new campground, got food poisoning. The cats have now peed on things for 4 days straight. We've been to the laundromat 4 times in a row. We're beat. Everything that we thought that was gonna be RV life, that was gonna be remote living, that was going to be being a nomad, life was nothing like that. Finally, luckily, the cats decided not to pee on Friday, and we finally got a breather come Saturday morning. We ended up going to Lowe's and did an emergency renovation to the Airstream. Let me just take you in there and show you what it looks like now. So here we are in the bedroom. Now that first kitty door right there is the one that goes to the outdoor compartment you saw earlier. Then what we did is we came in here and installed 2 new kitty doors underneath this bed to give them an entire kitty kingdom where they can hide away from the dog. We also added a second litter box so that they could have that. An entire Saturday worth of work. $400 later, after buying a bunch of tools and supplies, the cats now had 2 litter boxes. They had 2 different spaces where they could have their own space away from the dog, and they finally stopped peeing on stuff. We like to say that it's not really our Airstream, it's the cat's Airstream. They just let us live here. Ain't that right, buddy? Now, instead of showing you this video, I could show you the picture from when we went to Charleston Beach, or right here by the water in Alabama, or I could show you a picture of us hiking in the Rockies in Silverton, Colorado. I could choose to show you incredible photo after photo after photo and really curate my life to make it seem like we are living the absolute most perfect life possible. But that's just not true. And guess what? Your friends' lives, your acquaintances' lives, your family's life, your celebrity that you follow, or your internet people that you follow, their lives aren't like that either. I share this story to help you realize that comparing your life to what you think is somebody else's life just absolutely makes no sense at all. One of my favorite quotes, I'm not sure who said it, but it's, don't compare your behind the scenes to somebody else's highlight reel. And it's a complete waste of time to compare yourself based on that. You're much better off spending your time actually trying to fix your own messiness rather than comparing your messiness to somebody else's perfection. So that's it, guys. Now, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button down below and be sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos like it if you haven't already. Remember, I can teach you how to not compare yourself to other people, but I can't make you do it. The choice is yours. I'll see y'all next time.